Okay, let's talk about domain connection, specifically for your funnel or your website, your dedicated email domain, and your branded client portal slash login portal domain. I'm going to show you how to set up each of these in HighLevel. You're just going to need to be logged into your HighLevel account, and you're going to need to be logged into wherever your DNS records for your website are hosted. In this case, it's in Squarespace. Keep in mind that you may have purchased your domain from somewhere like GoDaddy. In this example, that's the case, but then moved the name servers over to something like Squarespace, Wix, whatever, and now your DNS is managed there. So you need to figure out where your DNS settings are managed through and where you can add records. Once you've done that, head into GHL, go down to Settings, and go to Domains and URL Redirects, and click on Connect a Domain. In this case, we're going to be doing our domain for our funnel first, so we'll go ahead and click Connect, and you're going to type in your domain right here. Now you need to figure out, do you need a domain or a subdomain? So in this case, the domain is craftandcounsel.com. However, that is already linked up here to their main Squarespace website. What we're building here is their other aspect of the business, which is the course coaching community side. So for this, we're going to actually do a subdomain. So that will be something like start.craftandcounsel.com or go.yourdomainname.com. Subdomains are free, and it's a way just to make sure that your core domain, your core website, doesn't get messed up, and you can still utilize your domain through the subdomain. So in this case, we're going to be adding a subdomain, and we will do go.craftandcounsel.com. So what I'm going to do is head in here to HighLevel, and I'm just going to put my domain in that I want to add. So we're going to do go. And you can remove the HTTPS. So go.craftandcounsel.com. I'm going to click continue and go ahead and do add record manually. And we just need to add in this CNAME record and follow this exact layout. So I'm going to head back to where my DNS is managed. I'm going to click on add new record right here. So click add new record. I'm going to verify real fast. All right, now that I've verified, I can go ahead and put that in. So our record type here is going to be a CNAME. The host is going to be Go. So we'll put that right here. And then the required value, you're just going to copy and paste this right here. So just go ahead and copy that and put it right in here. And go ahead and click Save. So now right here, we can see our CNAME has been added. So I'll come back in here to GHL, and I will click on Verify Records. All right, so just like that, our funnel is ready to go. So we're just going to go ahead and link it to our funnel. So right here, when you click Link Domain with Funnel, it'll show all your existing funnels. So we're going to click on our sales page here and click Proceed to Finish. And now we've just linked up go.craftandcounsel.com to our sales funnel. So what we can do next is go ahead and set up our dedicated email domain as well as our community/branded portal domain. And all we have to do is just follow the same thing. So just do connect domain, and now we'll just go to email. And we're going to go ahead and just do mail.craftandcounsel.com, and we'll go ahead and click add and verify. Same thing here. We're going to click add record manually. And now we have a handful of different records we need to add in. So we're going to go ahead and just add in all these records the same way by going back to where our DNS is managed and clicking on add record. And we're going to go through and add all of these records. So I'm not going to do it all here on the recording, but I'll be back in just a second once these are done. Now, for any of these that have a priority, quick note here, you'll see HighLevel doesn't tell you what the priority is, but you can go ahead and put priority 10. And that should be just fine. Okay, so I've added in all my different records here. This is very easy. You're just literally just going to copy and paste exactly what it tells you. And like I said, anything that requires a priority, you can just put the priority as 10. So we're going to go ahead and verify these. All right, so all good here. We can see everything's verified. And there is one final thing we're going to add here. It's optional, but I do recommend that you add it. So we're just going to add in this one final TXT record. So again, we're going to come back in here and just add one final record here. Going to verify, and then we'll add it in. So as we can see, it's going to be a TXT record, and this will be the host. So we'll go ahead and select the TXT. We'll paste in the host, and then this is going to be our value. paste in our value, and go ahead and save that. And once you've done that, you can just click on this verify domain button, and it should go ahead and verify that final record. And here we go. Now we can see we have our dedicated sending domain. So this means that we're going to be in full control of our email reputation, build up a really good email score so we can increase our email deliverability. So the only thing we have to do next is just do our final domain connection, which is for our branded portal or our login. So we're going to go ahead and go back to our domains and URL redirects here. And we're going to connect one final domain. And this is going to be for the client portal right here. And we're just going to add in right here whatever we want our subdomain to be. Typically for this, I go with either portal.your domain name or login. I do like login because it's easy to tell people if someone's like, hey, where do I log in? Hey, just go to login-mywebsite.com. So we're going to go ahead and just click on add domain and get this final one connected. Same thing's going to pop up. We're going to click on add the record manually, and just like we did for the first one with the funnel, we just need to add this CNAME record. So we'll go back into our DNS, click add record. This will be a CNAME. Our host will be login, and our value we can just copy right here, and we'll go ahead and save that record. Same thing, once it's all good to go, we'll click verify record. Okay, and just like that, we've connected all of our different domains. We now have our domain that goes to our sales page. We have our domain for dedicated email sending, and we have our domain that will go to our login portal. Do keep in mind, you might try to go to one of these right after your DNS connection, and you might get an error message that looks like this. This is totally normal right after DNS changes. It can take up to 24 hours for DNS changes to go through. Typically within like 5 to 30 minutes, it should be good. If you have issues after 24 hours, that's when I would start troubleshooting. But if you follow these steps and you get all these records implemented within 10 to minutes to an hour, it should be just fine and ready to rock and roll. If you have any questions, drop them down in the comments. My email is down there as well if you'd like to reach out. There's some helpful resources in the link down there as well for free. Thanks so much for watching. If you found it valuable, go ahead and give it a like. I'll see you next time. Peace.